What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo, and this was a 12-rounder for the undisputed WBC, WBA, WBO, and IBF Super Middleweight World Championship. And this fight was Saturday, September 30th from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this fight was broadcasted on Showtime pay-per-view. And in this fight, Canelo Alvarez gets his 60th win, a very, very big milestone for him, as he successfully defends his undisputed world titles against the undisputed super welterweight world champion Jermell Charlo, winning by a dominant unanimous decision. I scored this bout 119 to 108 in favor of Canelo Alvarez. I could have saw it being a shutout at 120 to 106. But yeah, this was a very, very good performance. 120 to 107. I could have saw it. Obviously had it 119, 108. And the three judges had this one 119, 108, and 118, 109 twice, respectively. So yeah, Canelo Alvarez dominated Jermell Charlo. Looked very, very good. Great performance by Canelo. I thought it was going to be a bit more competitive than it was. But Canelo still looked absolutely phenomenal. Really, just to go through this fight, I thought the first 6 rounds. Let me just go through it by halves. The first 6 rounds, Canelo Alvarez won easy. 6-0, no questions. I don't really think there was any rounds in there you could have given to Charlo. Canelo was just the one going forward. Charlo would occasionally go with jabs, just wasn't doing anything. Canelo would throw hard shots, like really hard shots on Charlo, to the head, to the arms, to the body. He was just the one that was far more active in this one. Then in the second half of this fight, it was more of the same. The when it got to the second half of the fight, that's where it started to get more interesting, obviously, because in round number 7, Jermell Charlo got dropped. He was on the ropes, keeping his hands up, and Canelo Alvarez threw a monstrous overhand right that split the guard of Jermell Charlo, hit him on the temple. Jermell Charlo made a grimace in his face and went down to the canvas. It was a brutal shot from Canelo Alvarez, sending Jermell Charlo down. And it was a 10-8 round for Canelo. And then moving on to the other rounds in this fight, round number 8 I also gave to Canelo for the same reason as the first half, just doing much, much more. Round number 9, though, I edged to Jermell Charlo. Charlo threw some very nice combinations. It was sort of more of an off round for Canelo. He wasn't as active as the other rounds. Then rounds 10 and 11, Canelo was just doing better. Jermell Charlo wasn't doing enough either. It was pretty quiet. Then round 12, Canelo stepped on the gas pedal, was moving forward, throwing more combinations, and won easy. So yeah, this goes into the question, what is next for Canelo Alvarez? 62-2 with 39 knockouts, I believe so. He's a very, very good fighter, one of the best of this era as of now. So for him in his next fight, obviously it's the same names. We all want to see him possibly fight maybe Dimitri Bivol in a rematch. We want to see him fight David Benavidez, among others in this sort of weight category. And obviously, hopefully some way, somehow down the line, I know I might sound like a casual saying this, but obviously it would be somehow amazing if we could see a Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford fight, but likely it may not happen, obviously, because Crawford's a 147-pounder, but we saw it here with Jermell Charlo, who is the undisputed 154-pound champ. So who knows? But that would obviously be an amazing fight, and I would definitely be down for it. But this was another big super fight of this year, and 2023 has been really a great year of boxing, and this just continues on with it. But as for Jermell Charlo losing here for the second time in his career now, 35, 2-1, he's still the world champion at super welterweight, but I believe now his WBO title has been relinquished from him, and now Tim Tszyu is the WBO champ, so he's still got belts at 154. We could possibly see him go up to 160 maybe in his next fight. Who knows? But for him, I don't really know who he could face. Maybe he could fight Erickson Lubin in a rematch after Lubin's big win over Jesus Ramos on the co-main event here. We could possibly see him maybe fight the winner of Mendoza and Tim Tszyu. Really, who knows? There's a lot of options for Jermell Charlo. Maybe he could fight Terence Crawford at 154 if Crawford beats Spence in the rematch. So yeah, there's a lot of options for both these guys. So overall, Canelo Alvarez gets his 60th win dominating Jermell Charlo by unanimous decision. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.